Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So Liverpool's first friendly. Before the ball was kicked, when I saw this on my foot mob, I was like, okay, this game is gonna be interesting because it's a Premier League match up, okay? And Sunderland are a very good mid-table team in the Premier League, okay? And because this is Iraola's first match as Liverpool manager, so it was interesting to kind of see his football, his experimentation with some of Liverpool's players. But he didn't play a lot of starters. He played a lot of Liverpool's academy players in this match, like Morrison and Kumas. I don't know, one of those players that scored the last goal. He played a lot of, I believe, 16-year-old Liverpool academy players in this match. Okay, a lot of Liverpool youngsters in the academy is what he played in this match. And what I personally believe the idea behind it is to give these players a chance for the Carabao Cup. That's my guess, because we all know he's not going to play them in the Premier League or the Champions League. He's going to play these youngsters in the Carabao Cup, those beginning rounds of the Carabao Cup until the final, maybe if Liverpool get to the final or the semi-final before they play, Manchester City or United or whatever it may be. The beginning rounds of the Carabao Cup is when he wants to use these youngsters, Morrison and whatever, okay? So that's what I believe is the case, So, Morrison, one of the youngsters, scored a goal in this game. And we saw two beautiful missile goals in this game. From Dominic Szoboszlai, who, we know, people who watch the Premier League, we know that this guy, Dominic Szoboszlai, he scores missiles like this, okay? A beautiful fucking missile outside of the box that he scores today. And overall, Dominic Szoboszlai, very good game from him. GA, it's not just the fact that he got a GA, it's the on the pitch he was controlling that midfield for Liverpool. It was insane, okay? He was one of Liverpool's best players last season, so this is not really surprising. An overall incredible performance from him. And Lafi for Sunderland, a crazy fucking missile as well. Crazy missile, okay? So we got two beautiful goals in this game as well. And then the flops of this game. Milos Kerkez. Liverpool fans who are watching this video, can one of you tell me why the fuck did Liverpool even get this guy in the first place? Because he's useless defensively and offensively. And this wasn't a surprise, bro, because we've seen him last season with Liverpool, okay? Which was his third season at the club. He was fucking terrible. He was fucking terrible. And even right now with Iraola, he's fucking dog shit because he's a shitty player anyway, defensively and offensively. Horrible. He's a fucking horrible player. So I don't know what he's done at his previous club to make this move to Liverpool. I don't understand. So can someone please tell me in the comments, why the fuck did Liverpool even get this guy in the first place? Because he's fucking useless offensively and defensively. He's fucking terrible. So I don't get it. Someone please explain to me in the comments, please. And then you have Federico Chiesa. Comes off the bench, gets a cheeky goal from a Szoboszlai assist, okay? Beautiful fucking goal. And once again, this is a player that makes sense, right? For Liverpool to go and get. Federico Chiesa. He's a player who has been good for them off the bench. I don't know how he might not do as good if you start him, in the Premier League or the Champions League or whatever. But Federico Chiesa is actually a player. He's not useless. You put him on the bench, you get him off the bench, he gets you a cheeky goal. He's that kind of player. He's useful, okay? Unlike fucking Milos Kerkez, okay? So he still proves that he's a good player to have off the bench to get a goal. Okay? And, Iraola, let's talk about Iraola. Iraola, guys, it's his first friendly. Liverpool fans can't really judge him early, okay? But we've seen, this is what I'd say. It's the first friendly. We can't really get into any details and come to conclusions and make any judgments about Iraola. But we've seen what he has done at Bournemouth, okay? So, you look at Arne Slot, which Liverpool had last season. That was not a manager for you to be patient with at all. That was a fucking... a manager who was clueless. He didn't know what he was doing with the players, what his game plans were, what his philosophy was. He was fucking clueless. I don't care what the fuck he's done at Feyenoord, okay? Who cares what he's done at Feyenoord, okay? That guy was fucking clueless. So you being patient with him made no fucking sense. Iraola, however, Premier League proven, he's done it at Bournemouth. You saw the football, his philosophy. You kind of saw it. It was, football. It was actual football, a philosophy. He did very well with Bournemouth. He got Bournemouth to, I believe, where did he get Bournemouth in the Premier League? He got them, I believe, Europa League football. Bournemouth last season with Iraola. Let me check this very quickly. Bournemouth got 6th in the Premier League, guys. 6th in the Premier League. My opinion on the Premier League last season, it was quite uncompetitive. It was mostly just Arsenal and City. Manchester United came in the end. Aston Villa was there, but they were really focusing on the Europa League towards the end. So it was mostly Arsenal and City, that Premier League last season, okay? Liverpool wasn't there because of how fucking horrible Arne Slot was. And United came at the very end. And then Chelsea, the Yank ownership, really fucked them, okay? But still, we can't take away the credit, 6th in the Premier League, Bournemouth, you have limited resources, and whatever. That's pretty good, and you saw the football that Iraola was doing with them. I mean, it's actual. There is something that he's doing, Unlike Arne Slot, Liverpool fans are begging on their knees to get him out of the club, okay? Because that guy had no philosophy. He had no fucking philosophy. He didn't know what he was doing, okay? So, I'm interested to see. I don't know if he's gonna use some starters in his next couple of friendlies. Liverpool, I'm not sure. Liverpool are gonna play Wrexham, Leeds, Monaco, Como, Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest. No, okay, sorry, those are Premier League games. Friendlies: Wrexham, Leeds, Monaco, Como, so far. Okay. Will he use any starters in those games? I don't know, guys. Okay, but it would be very interesting to see his football and his philosophy with Liverpool starters like Florian Wirtz and Isak is injured. To see his football with these kinds of players, I'm so stupid, man. I forgot Liverpool's squad, guys. I literally forgot Liverpool's squad. Let me just check it for a second. To have his philosophy with Van Dijk and Wirtz and Gakpo and Isaac and Ugutike, Ryan Gravenberch, I want to see his football with these players as well. Jeremy Jacquet, the new signing as well. It would be nice. Maybe potentially with the rumors of Bradley Barcola. By the way, Bradley Barcola for Liverpool would be it would be a very good signing. Okay? So thank you guys for watching. I'm done here. Okay? Tell me in the comments what you think. I would love to read your comments. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.